Good morning, everyone. It's York News brought to you in the middle of the second wave of a pandemic, which is why I'm in this unprofessional setting, by yours truly, Rachel Pellegrino, a curious weather and climate student. I have come today to discuss, surprise, surprise, the coronavirus, and if the spread of COVID-19 raises concern for the melting permafrost and glaciers that can release ancient viruses into the atmosphere. Now, scientists warn that the cryosphere, the frozen part of the Earth's surface, like the glaciers, ice, and permafrost, or permanently frozen ground, will be detrimentally affected by climate change. What they mean here is that the higher latitudinal parts of the Earth around the Arctic Circle are seeing warming at unprecedented rates. In comparison to the rest of the world, this part of the world is warming 2 times faster. Therefore, the cryosphere will begin to melt at ever-increasing rates, and it already has. Now, the connection to the virus is that when melting occurs, it will cause the reemergence of ancient pathogens, like the giant virus that has laid dormant for hundreds and thousands of years. Do we really need a repeat of 2020? Because humans could not get their act together for COVID-19, and it has been going on since March in Canada. And it's proven to be increasingly difficult for people to get a handle on it because it's such a novel virus. And scientists are speaking about a giant virus in the case of the ancient pathogens. I'm not sure we can handle the human and economic loss that comes with that. Hopefully, opening the public eye in terms of climate crisis and relating to the melting permafrost and glaciers, as we have no idea, no way to tell what microorganisms, viruses, or infectious diseases there are, to avoid the breadth of the next pandemic. Another piece of evidence that I would like to bring to attention is that in the last 50 years, unknown viruses and infections have emerged, and the commonality all stems from the fact that they're all pathogen jumping species, and they have been passed from animals to humans. This also relates to the anthroposphere, as humans have led to the destruction of animal habitats, causing deforestation and forest fires, which has helped to extend the spread of these pathogen-jumping species. Tying it all together here, the issue of coronavirus should definitely raise concern as to what is going to happen when the melting permafrost and glaciers reveals these foreign pathogens. And if other, or better yet, when other pandemics occur, its impacts are unforeseeable. And the only connection we can make is to COVID-19 and the Spanish flu, hopefully proving to society as a whole that we must tackle climate change as humankind essentially depends on it. My research has brought some further questions regarding the issue as a whole. Are we too late to notice these things? Have the positive feedback loops already started? Are the detrimental effects of climate change inevitable? Because it seems as though every time a news channel or scientist speak about the time we have to completely change our ways of living significantly decreases. So, was this pandemic surely needed to wake up society in terms of climate change and mitigation strategies? Or is this just another global issue that will be shoved under the rug and not blamed by the human exacerbation of climate change? It is very important that currently and in the upcoming future, people think about history and how it repeats itself, as another pandemic is surely on the way, and the changing climate will definitely heighten those issues. COVID-19 is surely a warning of what is to come with the melting of the cryosphere. The majority of the information that I spoke about previously was taken from the International Online Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health, the Mercury News, and Newsweek. It was from different articles relating to whether rethinking air quality and climate change after COVID-19 is important, and they talk about other issues relating to climate change. I hope this presentation served as a warning to all York students, and I hope this becomes a widespread concern and people realize that climate change is very real and it is definitely a climate crisis. And that's on COVID-19 and climate change. Back to you, Professor.